The first call came at 8:16 p.m. A number I didn't recognize, so I let it ring. The second one followed just a few minutes later. This time it was her boss. Then came the third, Jenna, her coworker, the one who always seemed on edge, with a nervous voice and eyes that couldn't stay still. By the fourth call, I simply turned my phone over and stared at the screen each time it lit up. Ring after ring, they felt less like attempts to reach me and more like alarms, warnings, or maybe confessions. I was already lying in bed. The room was dark. The air was thick with the stench of the day, rotting food from overflowing trash bins, spilled drinks, a rancid trace of something that might have been a dead cat. My uniform still clung to me. I hadn't changed, hadn't bothered. There didn't seem to be a point. She'd told me to keep my distance, to stay away from her world, her circle of polished smiles and curated conversations. She said I didn't fit in. Said she'd tell them I was in the hospital again, just like she had the last time she needed an excuse. I didn't say a word when she said it. I just left that morning, carrying nothing but a hollow sort of numbness. Now the phone wouldn't stop ringing. So I got up, splashed cold water on my face, sat in the darkness, waiting. Something had happened. Something had fractured in her carefully constructed life, and I wanted to be there to witness the collapse. It had started 2 weeks ago. Subtle, like most betrayals. Too quiet to notice until it's too late. We were in the kitchen. She poured herself a glass of red wine. 2017 Merlot, expensive. Definitely not something she bought for me. She talked about her company's upcoming masquerade ball, some annual gala they hosted. It's themed, she said, forcing a smile. Elegant. Everyone's bringing their partners. I nodded. She didn't look at me. Then as she took another sip, she added, "Don't come." I blinked. Why? She sighed and looked away. I told them you're a lawyer. The silence that followed didn't just sting, it sliced. And you're not, she added, voice clipped and flat. Anyone else might have mistaken it for guilt. But I knew her. Knew better. It wasn't guilt, it was strategy. Don't embarrass me, she said, and she smiled as she said it. A rehearsed, practiced expression that didn't reach her eyes. I laughed once, low and bitter. She didn't. You could just tell them the truth, I said. That I clean up what they leave behind. No, she snapped. I'll say you're sick. That you couldn't make it. I stared at her. She didn't blink. I left. Not before noting the time, the way her eyes looked, the wine glass with a lipstick mark that didn't match her usual shade. I stored it all away. For later. The next night, she left her phone unlocked. I didn't touch it. Didn't need to. I watched from behind her as she typed, as she scrolled through her messages. One of them stood out, sent by someone saved as just A. He'd sent her a picture. Grainy. Taken indoors. Dim lighting. But I recognized the background, a hotel suite, 32nd floor, downtown. Her response was a single word, soon. She typed it with a quiet laugh, soft and secretive, the kind of laugh you hear from someone doing something they know they shouldn't, but are enjoying anyway. That night, when she was asleep, I opened my laptop and pulled up our phone records. No message content, just logs, numbers, times, durations. A pattern formed easily. Lunch breaks. Midnight. And always Thursdays. I already knew the hotel. I just needed to find the room. So I booked a room next door. Thursday came. They checked in at 6:43 p.m. Room 324. I waited. Watched. They left at 9:18 p.m. I stepped out behind them and took a photo. Just one. Her and him walking out together laughing. Her face relaxed, glowing. Free. I'd seen that expression before. The night before our wedding. The day of the masquerade. I sent flowers to her office. Red roses. Classic. No note. Just a photo tucked between the stems. That photo. Her and the man. In the hallway of the hotel. Tangled together. Faces close, almost kissing. No mask to hide behind. She didn't call. Didn't text. Not until the event was underway and people started asking where I was. The husband. The lawyer. The man from her fiction. I ignored the calls. Let them all go to voicemail. Her boss left a desperate message. You need to talk to her. She's not okay. Then Jenna. We saw the photo. Did you send that? Silence. Then the final call. Blocked number. I picked up. Her voice was trembling. You ruined everything. No, I replied. You did. I hung up. The next morning, I didn't go home. I went to her office. No appointment. No warning. Just walked in, still in uniform, boots muddy, hands still bearing yesterday's grime. People stared. She froze. I walked to the front desk and placed a white envelope down. Inside, printed screenshots of messages. Receipts from the hotel. Time-stamped photos. All arranged, all deliberate. Her boss came out. Pale. Confused. He reached for it. I held it back and handed it to her instead. She didn't reach for it. Didn't say a word. I leaned in close, voice low enough for only her. You told them I was in the hospital, I said. Now they'll know you're the one who's sick. Then I left. I didn't look back. Didn't read the messages she sent afterward. Didn't care what version of the truth she'd try to spin next. People like her. People who mold reality to fit their image. Always find a new story. A new costume. A new way to play the victim. Let her. She tried to erase me from her life, so I did it first. No shouting. No chaos. Just silence. Clean. Final. Like trash, you don't reason with it. You just pick it up, take it out, and walk away.